that won't surprise anyone, will fired Vergne Police Chief Burrel Chip Davis. Well, he's revealed himself to be an absolute perv when the DailyMail.com, they uncovered some never-before-heard facts in the case of disgraced cop Maegan Hall. Namely that Chief Davis, well, he had shared explicit videos of her with other officers, while also making sexist comments with the help of a secret burner phone that he nicknamed, get this, Ole Boy. Now, back at the start of the investigation into Maegan Hall, well, Chief Davis, he lectured her for quote-unquote dipping her pen in company ink. Now, he even pretended to be surprised while overseeing the original internal inquiry into her multiple physical relationships with other members of the Vergne Police Department. But now court filings obtained by the Daily Mail, well, they reveal that Davis already knew about Maegan's partner swapping antics and even pleaded with one of his sergeants to send him a video of the 26-year-old rookie officer engaging in some singles action. So for more of an update on what this pervy cop was doing with a 26-year-old rookie, well, you're gonna have to stay tuned to this episode of Famous News. My name is Michael McCrudden, and I got a little bit of an announcement. We have a new Rumble page we just launched. We got Before They're Famous on there, we got Famous News on there, we got our Spanish channel on there, and my wife's channel, Famous Entertainment, so that's 4 on Rumble. Go over there and give us a follow. All right, now let's get into this video. So let's set the table with this little tidbit of information. Chief Davis, he's a married man, as well as a father of 3. Not that that was gonna stop him from seeing what all the fuss was about, and when he heard and learned about Officer Maegan Hall's, promiscuity for men dressed in blue, he had to know more. According to text messages sent on a prepaid cell phone that Davis referred to as Ole Boy, well, the superior officer was disappointed that his own normal pimp shit attempts, well, his words, not mine, they clearly had failed to bed Hall, where so many others of his officers, they had succeeded. Once that prepaid cell phone wound up in the hands of investigators following Maegan's filing her own lawsuit, well, other DMs discussing Hall were discovered as well, some of which would claim that she had a tight little ass. Yeah. In her lawsuit, well, Maegan has claimed that she was groomed and abused by her superiors, but still wound up with the lion's share of the blame when the story originally broke at the end of last year. Now, Maegan then became one of 5 officers fired from the police department, and Chief Davis was axed weeks later for hiding what he knew about the scandal. Now, Maegan's lawsuit also takes aim at Sergeant Lewis Powell and Sergeant Henry Ty McGowan, who were both fired for having physical relationships with her and lying about their conduct. Now, more specifically, well, Maegan has accused McGowan of smacking her on the butt, pestering her to sleep with him, and offering to create her profiles on multiple adult websites. Now, Maegan claims she only slept with McGowan because he promised to help her get a promotion, something that, obviously never happened. Powell, meanwhile, was subtler in his manipulations, positioning himself as a reliable friend before the relationship became a physical one following a jiu-jitsu training session in the back of the married officer's truck. And when Hall tried to break things off with Powell, well, he threatened to kill himself, leaving her trapped while dealing with her own anxiety, depression, and, deteriorating mental health. In fact, according to Maegan's lawsuit, well, the chief, he was no better than his underlings, often inviting Hall out for lunch, asking her to come into his office to dance with him, and questioning whether she preferred dark, white, or milk chocolate. Now, after Maegan's stress resulted in her becoming suicidal, well, Officer McGowan, in an attempt at self-preservation, well, he turned whistleblower and contacted Lavergne's mayor, Jason Cole, setting off this whole chain of events in the first place. Now, following that turn of events, well, Chief Davis, well, would subvert to the course of the investigation by messaging his offers on Ole Boy and getting their story straight. Now, David then tried to pass this phone off to authorities as one that he only used for his sideline catering businesses, and he also claimed to have deleted all of his text messages prior to December 14th. Unfortunately for him, well, McGowan hadn't done so, and Davis would later deny sending many of the messages officers found on McGowan's cell. He stated, "Obviously, it's manipulation." Now, investigators, they disagreed, however, and now Maegan's seeking damages for the loss of her reputation and violations of her federal rights. Now, as for where this never-ending story goes from here, I guess we'll just have to keep you posted, because I believe this thing is going to trial, and no doubt we will update you on everything that unfolds. I know, Maegan, this has been a very tough time for you, but it has been very exciting for us here at Famous News. All right, guys, that wraps up this video. My name is Michael McCrudden. Be sure to follow us on Rumble if you haven't already. You can also follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, YouTube, you name it. I'll see you guys in another video. Boom!